Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is the last check-in for Orilium. And no, the thing is not over, but I'm done with all of my classes. Let's just go and look at the schedule. So if you were here at the beginning, you saw that I spun for all of these and I added these books into these class times. And it worked really well for 2 weeks. And then my brain was like, we're not doing this. If I want to read a book, I want to read a book. I don't want to have to say, well, you can only read this book for 30 minutes and then you've got to go read this book for 1 hour, but then you can only read. And I was like, I'm done with that. And so I spent this whole last week just finishing them all. So I had so many books that were like halfway done or I had just started them. No. My brain was like, I'm done. I can't. So my little experiment of the classes worked for a couple of weeks, but then my brain just said no. I was tired of reading so many books at one time. I have found that I really like to have one book at a time going. At the most, like if I have a nonfiction book that I'm reading physically, then I don't mind having an audiobook of a fiction book. But I really like having one book at a time. So this is a very short check-in. This is Emmeline. I'm covering up her picture, I know, but there she is. And these are all of her classes. And she finished her whole semester, her spring semester, as the Rift Architect and the Moon Warden. She has already done the Moon Warden every year. So now she's finished half of her third year in the Moon Warden. And then I picked Rift Architect because that seemed like a good one to support the Moon Warden, but we've only done half of 1 year in there. So we'll see in August when we do the fall semester what's going to be going on in there. And then we have Adrian, who is doing the God Seer, and that is the only one she's doing. That's the only one I'm pretty sure she's going to do. She might add in something to do with combat or maybe something to do with communing with her God later. But for now, these are the ones that, this is the only one that she's going to be doing. So as you can see on this side, these are the 17 books that I had to read. This one right here, The Legend of Dia, is not actually a book. It was just a sheet for the lore class that we had to read, one sheet of paper. So that's everything else. The rule for this readathon is that the thing you read has to be available on Goodreads. So if it is a short story, if it is a novella, if it is a 1,000-page book, it does not matter. If it is available on Goodreads, it counts. So some of these are rather short, at least around 100 pages, maybe a little more. And then I had a graphic novel in there, and anyway, and then just the one page from G. So they didn't take as long as they probably would have if I had been like constrained in what I could pick. Like for the Battle of the Bands, they have to be over 150 pages. So I'm a little bit more hemmed in on what I can pick. So let's look at, I got to really get out of the way for this one. This is our year in Aeldia and how it's looking so far. We will start picking the books for May. I will start picking them probably next week. I'll look and see what the prompts are and what I'm going to be reading for May, and that's where we're going to track it. I will say on my bingo boards, I don't want to click on them because it does give spoilers, but for the Angel of Indian Lake, I almost got all 9 predictions. One of them that has been in every book up to now was not in this book. So I did not get to count the one thing, but I almost blacked out my whole board. And then the other one, I got 6 of the 9. I missed 3 of them, but I still managed to get a bingo. So only 1 though. But anyway, it was fun doing the predictive bingo based on either the cover or the title of the book or what I knew about the series. It was very cool. So anyway, we'll see what the girls are going to be doing after school for their adventures that they're having in Aeldia. And that's it. That covers everything. And I couldn't help it. I couldn't stick to my schedule. Let me know if you guys think you would be able to do that or if you've tried it in the past and how it worked. I tried it before and it worked, but I was almost done reading all books by 3 weeks. I finished all the books. So maybe it was because of that. Maybe also because, I don't know, I could not. My brain was like, no, we have to finish these books now. So I did. And anyway, that's it. That means that I get to relax and read whatever I want. That's not true. I'm starting my monstrosity now. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.